XYZ stock has recovered roughly 8% from this intraday low it printed on Thursday, the 1st of May. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was when the earnings disclosures came out, and it's when it disclosed. Yeah, that was when this happened, and it has recovered 8%. So Barclays has maintained its rating on the stock. That's good. So we know very well. It plunged 20% on Friday. Yeah, Friday. Friday after the company. That's Friday, the 2nd of May. After the company missed first quarter revenue estimates and issued weaker than expected guidance for the second quarter and the full year. Revenue fell 3% year over year to $5.7 billion, missing Wall Street's forecast of $6.2 billion. Gross profit rose 9% to $2.29 billion, but still came in below the $2.32 billion consensus estimate. Adjusted earnings per share were 56 cents, though the company said the figure may not be directly comparable to analyst estimates. The company lowered its outlook, now expecting gross profit of $2.45 billion for the second quarter and $9.96 billion for the full year, compared with analyst projections of $2.54 billion and $10.2 billion respectively. Okay, the CFO of the company, Amrit Ahuja, cited macroeconomic headwinds and recently announced that tariffs on the U.S. administration's under the current U.S. administration as reasons for a more cautious stance on the rest of the year. Gross payment volume for the quarter was $56.8 billion, also missing expectations of $58 billion. Cash App gross profit increased 10% to $1.38 billion, though growth was softer than anticipated. The CFO attributed the weakness to muted tax season spending and lower inflows, but also said the company expects improvement later in the year, driven by the nationwide rollout of Cash App Borrow program, which received regulatory approval. Jack Dorsey, CEO of the company, said the company aims to deepen customer engagement through banking services and credit expansion, while also growing the user base. Block is integrating Afterpay's Buy Now, Pay Later feature into Cash App as part of its credit strategy. Block ended the quarter with $2.3 billion in Bitcoin holdings. That's also a key thing. That's a key thing. We've seen companies that have exposed themselves to Bitcoin gain a lot of traction in terms of share price gains. But I guess this is not new anymore. This is not new to the company. So, but it's good that we pointed out. So the company ended the quarter with $2.3 billion in Bitcoin holdings and plans to deliver its first Bitcoin mining chips in the second half of this year. Despite this development and growing international traction, now comprises 18% of the total payment volume. The company continues to face intense competition from firms like Toast and Fizzav's Clover. Okay, so the stock is down 31% year to date as of yesterday, the 8th of May. Yeah, so we're in the pre-market session of today, the 9th of May. You can see here block maintained overweight by Barclays. They are optimistic. So yes, it's printed a double bottom here on the 4-hour chart, if not even a triple bottom, and it's gradually recovering. Even though we really don't have strength is still expected to be maintained up till Tuesday the 13th based on our extrapolations. All of these can possibly may change. All of this may change. This is an extrapolation of the price, and it can be anything. So just as it is now, the extrapolation is saying that the uptrend might be sustained up till Tuesday the 13th. But it may not be the same. It could be something totally different. But the good thing is that there have been upper projections that have come up here since Friday. That the same day that it plunged. Was it the next day? Yeah, it's probably the next day. This is the 4-hour chart. It has continued. It has been continued. It has been re-emphasized up till now, up to today. This as I'm recording this. So these projections are Let's see what they are 53.07, 53.22, 56.64, and 58.75. So upper projections are there, and these are fresh projections. You know, positive signs. It's an indication that the probability of it recovering, the probability of a bottom holding, at least the probability of it printing high highs is there. The probability of it printing high highs is improving, and it's there as well too. So that is why that is what may have formed these extrapolations to the upside, and they can see how thick they are. It's just as a result of emphasis and emphasizing that this we think it's going to happen. We think it can happen. It can happen. So I don't remember if we have had any projections for XYZ. Let's see whether we had any projections as of uh, as of last week when we put this out. Let me have a look if you don't mind. Let me look through and see if we had projections. We should have some projections somewhere. Let's see. Haven't seen anything yet. It's good to see what we mentioned. It's good to reference them to what is going on right now. It's good to do so. Let me see. I've not seen anything here so far. I've not seen anything so far. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So far, so good. Nothing there. Nothing. No projections that I know of. I've seen. Okay. So this is the 4 hour chart. We can before we remove that, we can quickly have a look at its daily chart and see. This is the daily chart, and not a lot has happened so far, so we can always rely on it. Not as it's still very much. You can see the trend is to the upside. Yeah, the trend is to the upside. This is yeah, we have here 56.96. Getting retesting, trying to retest the highs of 59.68. So yeah, the general trend is to the upside, even though it's going to begin with some retracement, some weakness. Trying to even print a lower low, a low that hasn't we haven't seen. We didn't see last week. So but generally, the trend is to the upside. And note again, this is an extrapolation. It does not mean that this is what is going to happen. You know, it is the extrapolation of the price, and it is highly, highly unstable. Highly unstable. So, but unfortunately, there isn't any upper projection. Rather, we have a downward projection of we have downward projections. We have 31.88, 35.95, 42.45, 42.55. So on the daily chart, things haven't improved yet. The probabilities are still still in the woods. They haven't seen anything to. I mean, the algos on this daily chart haven't seen anything yet to project higher prices. It hasn't seen anything yet. So, but on the 4 hour chart, it has seen. The algos have seen, and the 4 hour chart is more active than the daily chart. So we could have a go back to the 4 hour chart and let's see what we can do there on the 4 hour chart. Okay, here on the daily chart, we could start with this and print the probability source, the probability. Yeah, okay, we could just try to get an idea of what the probability would looks like. We'll just have a look at the price pressure momentum of its four. Okay, it's negative. Yeah, you can see why we don't have any upper projections here. This has a price pressure negative price pressure momentum, which is indicating that no, it's not trending yet. It's not trending yet. The probability is yeah, still very much to the downside. The probability of it maintaining lower prices is still very much in effect. But at least it's also indicating that it's improving. It's improving. It's improving, but it's not in a trend mode yet. Not in a trend mode. Even though we have seen what looks like a positive extrapolation, you know, to the upside, but it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed based on this value of a negative 1.3715. It's also indicating that the probability of it remaining below its 10-day moving average is also high. Yeah. So and yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. So we could just come back to the 4-hour chart and see what's been projected here. What the we'll see what the okay here. Okay, on the 4-hour chart, the reverse is the case. On the 4-hour chart, the stock is in a trend mode. It is strongly because it's strongly it is in a trend mode. The probability of it remaining above its 10-period moving average is quite decent. You can see we have a positive value here, 6.1006. That is testament to the recovery it has gained, it has achieved, since painting those lows, So yeah, things it's a mix of things, So this 4-hour chart is within the daily chart. So within the daily chart, or yeah, within the daily chart, momentum is gradually building up, even though we have a negative value in the ppm of the daily. If you have there on the ppm1 of the daily chart, if it's also improving, but nowhere near trend mode or anything like that, or maintenance mode. Nothing like that yet. Nothing like that yet. But this 4-hour chart gives us it tells us that yes, it's improving, but it's not there yet. It tells us that what's happening on the daily chart is improving, not there yet. But on the 4-hour chart alone, things are looking good. Looking good. At least the probability of it remaining above its 10-period moving average is quite decent, quite a good one. So this is how things are is improving, and the 4-hour chart is a lot more encouraging for those who bought the deep. So just let's see how things go, and I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.